So Flor, you keep a diary, and I want to talk more about that. So I have some questions for you today. I'm wondering how long you've been keeping a diary for, and what inspired that? Who gave you your first diary?
I don't know where my first diary came from, but it felt really important to me. I learned how to read and write really young because my brother taught me how. So I've had a diary since I was like 4. But it was like a Mad Lib kind of like fill in the blank diary toy for children, which was really helpful. I should probably switch back to that.
Do you keep like a box of all your old ones, or do you keep them stored somewhere or something?
Yeah, they're stored with all of my like physical photographs.
Like, how does that benefit you to what sort of benefits do you get from keeping one?
I spent a lot of my 20s blacked out entirely, but was able to piece some things together because of my diary. I think that moving around a lot and like having a pretty like, I don't know, fractured sense of community, like the diary kind of served as like my own record for like what the world is or can be like, and kind of like a cookbook of like how to, or how I have like been interacting in it.
Cool.
I think at times it really does like resemble a case study of myself, which is kind of psychotic, but also helps me. I don't know.
Do you trust it as a sort of like memory bank?
No, I don't fucking trust myself at all. I encrypt, a lot of my diaries are like so encrypted, like poetic encryption, that I get upset with myself and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this means nothing.
Yeah.
I like have a really bad habit of like hiding within metaphor or whatever.
I wouldn't call that a bad habit.
It's a bad habit if you want to like know what happened 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I look back in it and I'm like getting called out by myself, and myself is like, oh, here's what's true and this is what you need to do with your life. And I'm like, I wrote that last year. Like, that's still an issue in my life. That's exactly what I need to do. Fuck you, me.
But that's also the best part too, right? Because you're like, oh.
Getting schooled by myself is sick. Mm-hmm. I play myself all the time.
Yeah.
This is the playbook.
What sort of pointers would you give to anybody, like, if they were trying to get into writing and writing to themselves, or?
I guess like letting go of the fear of someone else, like reading your diary, I think is like one of the most important parts. If you have an opportunity to read your diary in public, just take it or make it. Mm-hmm. Because I think that something about diaries is that they're like stigmatized to be hidden or private, and that is true. And I do think that there's a social phenomena of like making the private public, like as a means of like negotiating different like power systems to make individuals feel small and unimportant. And so I guess more than anything, I just want to feel like my life matters, and that's why I write a diary.
Yeah. So
I know that I really happened.
Flor, thank you for coming in. I just wanted to say I also had my journal here, and I was really inspired by you explaining and telling, so I was wondering if I could just do a little bit of that. All right.